Okay, good morning, my dear students. Today we'll today we'll discuss about the actually it's a revision. Already have discussed this topic. Now I will once again I will explain you this topic. Okay, this topic is about the gas turbines. Gas turbines. What are this gas turbines? Okay, mainly this gas turbine is a rotary type of IC engine. Okay, the cycle events of gas turbine are similar to reciprocating type IC engine. Okay, but in each event in gas turbine is carried out in different devices. Okay, in simple gas turbine consists of rotary compressor, combustion chamber, and a turbine unit. Okay, right. Okay, in this how it works. Okay, the air is first compressed in a the air is first compressed in a rotary compressor before passing it to a combustion chamber. Okay, in this where the fuel is injected and ignited. Okay, first what happens, the air is first compressed in a rotary compressor before passing to a combustion chamber. Okay, where the fuel is injected and ignited. The hot burn gases expand through the blades of a turbine, where the kinetic energy of gases is utilized to produce power. Okay, finally the gas are exhausted from the turbine unit. Okay, in this the part of power developed used to drive the compressor. Thus the overall efficiency of the gas turbine is lowered. Okay, this is the working of this gas turbine. Okay, mainly what's the difference between this gas turbine with steam turbines? Okay, gas turbine with steam turbines. Okay, in this the steam or gas turbine it works as a prime mover in most of the power plants, and they operate on the same basic principle, but the main difference is that the gas and the steam. Okay, we can observe the deviations, many deviations in this. Okay, the main deviations is that in this first we'll discuss about steam turbine. Okay, in the steam turbine, with comparison with gas turbine, okay, it has a low initial temperature. It has low inlet temperature, but high inlet pressure. Okay, consists of high inlet pressure. Whereas the exhaust pressure of steam in steam turbine is normally below the atmospheric pressure. Whereas in gas turbine, it exceeds it exceeds the atmospheric pressure. Okay, thereafter in this steam turbine, external combustion engine, whereas in gas turbine is internal combustion engine. Okay, it is already I have studied in the thermodynamics, external combustion engines and internal combustion engines. Okay, and for given output the weight of steam turbine is higher than that of the gas turbine. Okay, and moreover the maintenance of steam turbine is costlier. The maintenance of the steam turbine is costlier than the gas turbine. Okay, efficiency of steam turbines is lower than that of the gas turbine. Okay, these are the main comparison between this gas turbine and the steam turbines. Okay, mainly the maintenance of steam turbine is costlier compared to gas turbines, and the output of the steam turbine is higher, and efficiency of the steam turbine is lower than of the gas turbine. Okay, if we compare with the gas turbine with IC engines, if we compare with the gas turbines with IC engines, okay, whereas this gas turbines and this reciprocating IC engines are internally combustion type engines. Okay, both are IC engines. Okay, in this gas turbine is a rotary engine. Gas turbine is a rotary engine, whereas this internal combustion engines is a reciprocating engine. Okay, nothing but due to absence of reciprocating parts, friction loss are minimum in gas turbine. Okay, friction losses will be minimum in gas turbine, and therefore its mechanical efficiency is higher than IC engines, higher than IC engines. Okay, and moreover this due to uniform and continuous torque, gas turbine does not require flywheels. Okay, due to uniform and continuous torque, no need of flywheels. Whereas in this IC engines we need flywheels for smooth operation. Okay, for smooth operation the flywheels are required in the internal combustion engines. And next is the poor quality fuels can be used in gas turbine. Okay, in gas turbine we can use poor quality. Okay, and whereas in this IC engine we should use pure, nothing but the pure type of nothing but rich quantity of quality of fuel should be used. Okay, in gas turbines combustion is continuous. Okay, in gas turbines combustion is continuous, and there is no problem of ignition timing as in case of IC engines. Okay, as in case of IC engines, okay, it does not it does not require any uh, okay, it does not require any what we say uh, mm, gas turbine combustion is continuous, and there is no problem of ignition as in case of IC engines. Okay, in case of IC engines should require timing, whereas in gas turbine does not require any timing. Okay, and the speed of gas turbine and the speed of gas turbine is and the speed of this gas turbine is difficult as compared to IC engine. Okay, the speed of gas turbine is higher than IC engines. Okay, and the starting of gas turbine is difficult as compared to IC engine. Okay, part of power produced by gas turbine is utilized for driving compressor. Okay, its overall efficiency is low. The overall efficiency is low compared to IC engine. Okay, gas turbines require costly reducing gas for normal industrial applications. Okay, this gas turbine requires costly reducing gas for normal industrial applications. Okay, okay, let's see the classification of this gas turbines. Let's see the classification of this gas turbines. Okay, according to the path of working fluid, according to the path of working fluid. Okay, we have three types of gas turbines. Nothing but the open cycle gas turbine, closed cycle gas turbine, and semi closed gas turbine. Okay, according to the combustion process, according to the combustion process. Okay, constant pressure or continuous combustion type gas turbine. And according to the this second two types, there is constant pressure and constant volume. Okay, now let's discuss about this open cycle gas turbine. Okay, you can see on my screen, this is the open cycle gas turbine. Okay, open cycle gas turbine. Okay, in this it consists of, you can see you can see this is the, you can see this is the atmospheric air, and this is the compressor, and this is the fuel where the combustion takes place, and this is the turbine. And from here it will be exhaust. Here will be exhaust. Okay, first what happens, first how it works, we have seen the parts. Okay, in this the rotary compressor, in this is the compressor is a rotary compressor, takes in air from atmosphere. Okay, from atmosphere it sucks the air. Okay, air will be sucked and rises the pressure to required level. Okay, the pressure will be raised, it will be suck the air, and the pressure will be rises to a certain level. Okay, required level. The compressed air from the compressor. Okay, the compressed air from the compressor. Okay, from here the compressed air. Okay, here the compressed air will be where the compressed air from compressor enters into this combustion chamber. Here it will be, the air will be entering in the combustion chamber. Here the air and fuel both mixes. Okay, here the air and the fuel mixes, and the ignition takes place at constant pressure. Okay, the ignition takes place at the constant pressure, at constant pressure, the ignition takes place. Okay, the hot gases, nothing but this hot gas, the hot gas consists of the the product of combustion and air. The hot gas, nothing but the hot gas is nothing but the combustion air. Okay, expands through the turbine. From here it will be expanding through the turbine. Okay, expanding through the turbine blades, producing power. It will be rotating and produces the power. After the expansion of gases, after the expansion, the gases are exhaust. The gas are exhaust into the atmosphere. We can see here the exhaust into the atmosphere. Okay, part of turbine power is used to drive the compressor. Okay, for some part of here we can see it's used to drive the compressor, and the remainder and the remaining will be utilized to generate electrical power or propel the aircraft. Okay, the remaining part will be to run the compressor, and the remaining will be sent to run any to generate electricity power or to propel the aircraft. Okay, already I have last class we have discussed about the rockets. Okay, rockets, nothing but ramjet or in this propeller, turbo propeller unit. Okay, in this we consist of turbine. Okay, in this way we will this open cycle turbine works. This is the open cycle turbine works. Okay, in this mainly we have the Batron cycle. In this we have, okay, in this the analysis of open cycle gas turbine is based on this what we say uh, uh, this open cycle gas turbine is based on Joules cycle or Batron cycle. Okay, let's see this. Okay, let's see. This is the you can see this is a Joule cycle. You can see this is a Joule cycle. Okay, we can see the PV diagram. We can see the pressure volume diagram, and okay, you can see here. Okay, okay, in this first the both compression from 1 to 2, and okay, from 1 to 2, and from 3 to 4, 3 to 4, from 1 to 2, and from 3 to 4 process as assumed as adiabatic. Okay, okay, from 1 to 2 there is compression, and 3 to 4 is the expansion. Okay, they are assumed as adiabatic, and combustion process takes place at constant pressure. This combustion process takes place nothing but from 2 to 3, from 2 to 3, this combustion takes place at constant pressure. Okay, the process 4 to 1, the process 4 to 1, we can see in the dotted line, the process from the process. Okay, here you can see the dotted line from 1 to 1 to that the indicate that the gases are exhaust into the atmosphere. Okay, this 4 to 1 indicates nothing but the gases are exhausted, and from 1 represents the air from atmosphere is taken into the compressor. Air from the atmosphere is taken into the okay, air from the atmosphere is taken. Okay, okay, in this mainly open cycle gas turbine, combustion of fuel takes place continuously. Combustion of fuel takes place continuously. Therefore, if it is sometimes referred as continuous combustion gas turbine, it is also known as continuous combustion gas turbine. Okay, in this further, okay, gas turbine is a steady flow device, and first law analysis can be applied to the cycle. Okay, in this the first law can be applied. Okay, okay, this is the open cycle gas turbine. Okay, let's see the closed cycle gas turbine. Let's see how this closed cycle gas turbine works. Okay, you can see on my screen, this is the closed cycle gas turbine. Okay, in this closed cycle gas turbine, okay, okay, you can see the basic components in this. You can see the basic components. Okay, you can see the basic components. Okay, from here you can see it consists of cooling water in, it consists of cooling water in, it consists of a compressor, and a heat exchanger, and the exhaust gas will be going outside, and this is a combustion chamber. Okay, and this is a turbine, and this is a power output, and there's a shaft which is connected to a compressor. When the power is developed, some part of the power will be sent to compressor to run the compressor. Again, this power output to generate electric power or to propel the aircrafts. Okay, and this is a cooling water out. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, in this case, the same working fluid, nothing but what is the working fluid in this open cycle? Nothing but air. Here also we use air. Here also we'll use air. Okay, here also we'll use air. Okay, in this in this the same case, working fluid air is continuously circulated. Okay, air is first compressed adiabatically in the compressor. Okay, in compressor you can see the compressor. You can see this is the compressor. In this compressor, it is compressed adiabatically, and high compressed air, nothing but the high compressed air enters the heat exchanger. Here from this, the compressed air enters the heat exchanger, where air is heated at high pressure by external source. Okay, this air is heated at high pressure. Okay, by external source, nothing but the heat exchanger. Okay, here the air is not in direct contact with fuel. Okay, here the air is not in direct contact with fuel. Okay, air is not contact with products of combustion. Okay, it is in the heat exchanger. Okay, now the hot air is now expanded adiabatically through turbine blades. Okay, from here, this you can see from here. Okay, from here the air will be entering into the turbine. Okay, here the air will be entering into the turbine blades producing power. Okay, the air leaving the turbine enters the cooler. Okay, from here the remaining air will be entering into the coolers. Okay, coolers, when it is cooled to initial temperature by circulating cooling water. Okay, here the cooling water will be supplied and the air will be cooled. Okay, the cold air is circulated to the compressor. Okay, the cold air, here the cold air is again supplied to the compressor. Okay, and the cycle is repeated, and the cycle is repeated in this way, the cycle is repeated. Okay, okay, in this closed gas turbine works on, okay, Batron cycle. Okay, it works on Batron cycle. Okay, okay, for closed cycle the process will be uh, 4 to 1 must be shown in by a continuous line. Okay, in this we can say okay, continuous lines. Okay, this is semi cooled. Okay, right. Okay, in this okay, 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 now we'll discuss how, no, nothing but how is the closed gas turbine is efficient or open cycle gas turbine is efficient. Let's discuss this. Let's compare the both. Okay, in this closed in closed cycle, same working fluid air is continuously circulated, whereas in open cycle fluid must be continuously replaced after each cycle of operation. Okay, in this first I have already discussed, in this closed cycle air is circulated repeated, but whereas in this open cycle fresh air is admitted every time. Okay, in closed cycle combustion takes place externally and fuel is not in direct contact. Okay, this fuel is not directly contact with the in this closed cycle, whereas in open cycle it is directly contact with air. The combustion takes place directly contact with the air. Okay, okay, in closed cycle only hot air is expanded through turbine blades, and after expansion it enters the cooler where it is cooled to initial temperature, then returned to compressor. Okay, in open cycle, hot gases, nothing but the mixture of combustion, nothing but the mixture of combustion products and air expand through turbine blades, and after compression, it is exhaust into atmosphere. Okay, fresh air from atmosphere is sucked into compressor for next cycle. Okay, this is the main. It's important. Okay, in this closed cycle, hot air is expanded through the turbine blades, and after expansion, it enters into the cooler and cool to initial temperature, and again it's sent to the compressor. But whereas in this our open cycle it does not works in this way, because the combustion takes place and it expands in the turbine blades, and thereafter it will be again that air will be sent to atmosphere and fresh air will be sucked. Okay, this is the main difference between this open cycle and closed cycle gas turbine. Okay, let's see the advantages of closed cycle over open cycle. Okay, in this the air remains clean and hence turbine unit can be kept clean for indefinite period. Okay, let's see the advantage of this closed cycle. Okay, air remains clean and hence turbine unit can be kept clean for indefinite period. Okay, specific volume of air entering the compressor is low. Okay, specific volume of air entering the compressor is low, and and in this okay, entering the compressor is low, thus the compressor size is comparatively smaller. Okay, and the compressor size is comparatively smaller. Compressor and turbine size are smaller for given output. Okay, smaller for given output. Okay, next, any type of fuel can be used since combustion is affected externally to the working fluid. Okay, any type of fuel can be used since combustion is affected externally to the working fluid. Okay, and next is the thermal efficiency of plant is higher. Okay, in this closed system thermal efficiency of plant is higher and smaller in weight and occupies less space. Okay, smaller in weight and occupies less space. Okay, next, easier to adapt to marine propulsions. Okay, in this ships. Okay, in this smaller in easier to weight, easier to adapt to marine propulsions. Okay, okay, let's see the disadvantages. Okay, when there is advantages automatically there will be disadvantages. Okay, the complexity of the system increases the cost and engineering problems. Okay, mainly the cost is high. Okay, and there will be a lot of engineering problems. Large amount of cooling water is required. Okay, in this closed system large amount of cooling water is required. This eliminates the use of the system as an aeronautical engines. Okay, okay, the main disadvantage. And next, requires very large air heaters. Okay, requires very large air heaters. Okay, we are using heat exchangers. Okay, heat exchangers, in this the air will be heated. It requires heavy nothing but large air heaters. Okay, these are the advantages and disadvantages of this closed cycle. Okay, closed cycle gas turbine. Okay, let's discuss about the third last one is the, I have already told, according to the path of working fluid we have three types: open cycle gas turbine, closed cycle gas turbine, and last is a semi closed cycle gas turbine. Last one is a semi closed cycle gas turbine. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, this is the, you can see on my screen, this is the semi closed cycle gas turbine. Okay, you can see the parts on this. Okay, you can see the parts on it. This is the air in, this is the auxiliary compressor, and this is the main compressor, and this is the fuel entering, and the heater, and this is the turbine. Okay, this is another turbine where the power output and the exhaust air, and this is the cooler which is used to cool the air. Okay, now see how it works. Okay, now see how exactly it works. Okay, okay, see how it works. First, the part of air used for combustion chamber of fuel in air heater. Okay, in this, first here, you can see from here. Okay, from here a part of air is used for the combustion. Here the combustion takes place. Okay, this amount of air is replaced by auxiliary compressor. Okay, this amount of air will be replaced by the auxiliary compressor. Okay, the part of air which is not mixed with the products of combustion passes through the closed cycle turbine. Okay, in this, okay, which is not mixed with the combustion will be passed through the turbine. Okay, will pass it through the turbine. Okay, will be passed through the turbine. Okay, in this mainly, okay, the part of which air is not mixed with products of combustion passes through, okay, closed cycle gas turbine, in which is coupled to compressor. Okay, which is coupled, you can see here, it is coupled. Here you can see, okay, here it is coupled, it is coupled to the compressor. The air from this turbine is a closed and recirculated. Here the cycle repeats. Okay, the hot gas is nothing but the hot gases. Okay, the hot gases. Okay, the hot gas is nothing but the way what the hot gas is nothing but the products of combustion mixed with air. Products of combustion mixed with air expands through the open cycle gas turbine, producing the output power. Okay, in this, the hot gases, the product of combustion and mixed with air expands through the open cycle gas turbine, producing the output power. Okay, semi closed cycle gas turbines are not in common use. Okay, this type of are not in common in use. Okay, I will explain once again. Okay, the part of air is okay, just wait a minute. Okay, in this, the part of air is used for combustion of fuel in air heaters. Okay, this amount of air is replaced by auxiliary compressor. The part of air which is not mixed with products of combustion passes through closed cycle turbine, which is coupled to compressor. The air from this turbine is cooled and recirculated. The hot gases, nothing but this hot gas of product of mixed with air, combustion mixed with air, expands through the open cycle gas turbine, producing the power output. Okay, this is the working of this semi-closed cycle gas turbine, and mainly this semi-closed cycle gas turbine are not in common use. Okay, this is the working of this semi-closed gas turbine. Okay, next we'll discuss about the according to the basic combustion process. Okay, I have said there are two types in this basic combustion process, that is constant pressure and constant volume. Okay, let's see the constant pressure gas turbine. Okay, okay, in this the constant pressure or continuous combustion type gas turbine works on the principle of Batron cycle. Already I have said is the Batron cycle. It works on the Batron cycle. The basic components. Okay, the basic components estimate. In this, the basic elements, the basic elements of the gas turbine. You can see it consists of a starting motor, and there is a air inlet. Okay, you can see the air inlet, and the fuel which is entering, and is a burner. There's whole comes under combustion chamber, and we have a turbine, and we have a generator, and the remaining air will be exhaust outside. Okay, in this the compressor is coupled to turbine. In this you can see there the compressor is coupled to turbine. The compressor is coupled to turbine, and and the work necessary to run the compressor is obtained from turbine output. Okay, the how the compressor works by the turbine, right? When the turbine produces energy, it will some part of energy will be sent to the compressor, and the compressor runs. Okay, for starting the unit, a small electric motor is provided. Okay, for starting the motor, one small, you can see at the left side on my screen, there is the starting motor. Okay, for starting the unit, a small electric motor is provided. Okay, air drawn from atmosphere. Okay, air drawn from atmosphere is compressed in a multi-stage compressor. Okay, air drawn from the atmosphere is compressed in a multi-stage. Okay, okay, air drawn from compressor is compressed in a multi-stage compressor to a high pressure. The compression ratio usually ranges from 4 to 6. The compression ratio usually ranges from 4 to 6, but in some cases, it may be up to 18. Okay, it may be up to 18. High compressed air then flows into the combustion chamber, where the fuel is injected by means of fuel pump. Okay, in this the high air then flows into the combustion chamber, where the fuel is injected by means of fuel pump. The combustion takes place at constant pressure. The combustion takes place at constant pressure. Okay, some portion of compressed air is utilized for combustion, and the excess air mixes with the products of combustion. As a result, the temperature of combustion products is considerably reduced. Okay, the mixture of air and combustion products enters the turbine and expands over the blades. During the expansion, pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy, which is utilized to produce power. Okay, the speed of turbine can be controlled by regulating the fuel supply. After the expansion, the gas are exhausted into the atmosphere. Okay, since atmospheric air enters the compressor, and the gas of combustion are exhausted to the atmosphere, the working medium, nothing but the air, must be continuously replaced. Okay, this is the open cycle gas turbine. Okay, the part of power produced by the turbine is used to drive the compressor, and the remaining is utilized to run the generator or the propel the aircrafts and ships. Okay, these are working of this constant pressure cycle. Okay, okay, well, I will explain you once again how this works. Okay, how this nothing but the what we say, uh, uh, mm, uh, constant pressure gas turbine works. Okay, first the air is for starting the unit, a small electric motor is provided. Air drawn from the atmosphere is compressed in a multi-stage compressor to a high pressure. The compression ratio usually ranges from 4 to 6, but in some cases it may be up to 18. Okay, high compressed air then flows into the combustion chamber, where the fuel is injected by means of fuel pump. The combustion takes place at constant pressure. Some portion of compressed air is utilized for combustion, and the excess air mixes with the products of combustion. Okay, as this results, the temperature of combustion products is considerably reduced. The mixture of air and combustion products enters the turbine and expands over the blades. During the expansion, pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy, which is utilized to produce power. The speed of turbine can be controlled by regulating the fuel supply. After the expansion of the gases exhausted into the atmosphere. Okay, in this the atmospheric air enters the compressor, and gases of combustion are exhausted. and the gas of combustion are exhausted to the atmosphere. The working medium must be continuously replaced. The air must be replaced continuously. Okay, in this the produced power will be utilized to run the compressor, and the remaining will be utilized to produce the power, nothing but to run the generator to generate electricity, or else used to run the aircrafts and ships. Okay, this is the working of this constant pressure gas turbine. Okay, let's see the second type is the nothing but the constant volume gas turbine. This is a constant volume gas turbine. Okay, you can see on my screen, this is the okay, this is the constant constant volume gas turbine. This is a constant volume gas turbine. Okay, in this you can see the basic components. Okay, basic components are consists of a reservoir which is attached to a water pump, that is attached to a nozzle valve, sorry, that is attached to a spark plug, and from thereafter it is attached to a water jackets. The water pump is attached to the water jackets, in which the water jet consists of a nozzle valve, spark plug, and there is a fuel injector, and there are hot water lines, and we have the gas turbine which is attached to the generator, and thereafter when it comes down, it consists of a boiler, and there is a exhaust gases are out, and that is attached to a steam turbine, and that steam turbine is again attached to the compressor, and the compressor is attached to a this water jacket line. Okay, now let's see how it works. Okay, how it works. Okay, air drawn from atmosphere is compressed adiabatically. Okay, the air drawn from the atmosphere is compressed adiabatically to a pressure of 3 bar, and compressed air is admitted to the combustion chamber through the through air valve, nothing but the, you can see air valve. Okay, this compressor is admitted into the combustion chamber through air valve. Okay, when this air valve and nozzle valve are closed, okay, when this air valve and this, you can see on my screen, there is a air valve and nozzle valve are closed. Okay, closed, the fuel is injected into the combustion chamber. When this both valves are closed, the fuel will be injected into the combustion chamber and ignited by spark plug, okay, the combustion takes place at constant volume and pressure. Okay, at constant volume, and the pressure of burnt gases increases about 12 bar. Okay, this the combustion takes place constant volume, pressure will be and the pressure of burnt gases increases. Okay, the pressure of this burnt gas increases to 12 bar. Okay, the temperature of hot gas is reduced by providing water jackets. Okay, in this the water jackets are provided to reduce the temperature. Okay, through which cooling water circulates around the combustion chamber and nozzle around the already have said in the parts. Okay, this cooling water will circulate around the combustion chamber and the nozzle. Okay, at the end of the compression, nozzle valve opens due to high pressure. Okay, at the end of the compression, this nozzle valve will open. Okay, this nozzle valve open. Okay, nozzle valve opens due to high pressure in combustion chamber. High pressure gases enters the turbine through nozzle. Okay, you can see here, from here, this nozzle enters here. From here it enters into the gas turbine. Here, from here, high pressure gas enters the turbine through nozzle. When they pass through the nozzle, the pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy. When they pass through nozzle, it will converted into kinetic energy, which is in this what happens, pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy, which is utilized in turbine to produce power. Okay, in this pressure energy becomes kinetic energy and utilizes the power. Okay, the gases after expanding over the blades enters the boiler. Okay, after this it will enters the boiler where the steam is produced by the heat of exhaust gases. Okay, from there after what happens, the steam is produced by the heat of exhaust gases, and they're finally exhaust into the atmosphere, and finally they are exhaust into the atmosphere. Okay, the water necessary for producing steam is supplied from water jackets. Okay, in this there is the steam will be sent from the water jackets. The steam produced in the boiler is supplied to steam turbine. Okay, the steam produced in the boiler will be again sent into steam turbine, is used to drive the compressor. Okay, from here you can see this steam turbine is attached to compressor, and this the steam turbine is attached to compressor. Okay, the power developed by the steam turbine is used to drive the compressors, whereas the power developed by the gas turbine is used to run the generator. Okay, in this the steam produced will be run the compressor, and whereas in the power produced in the gas turbine is used to run the generator. Okay, this is the working of this constant volume gas turbine. Okay, in this the turbine, the combustion process, this air and fuel are exploded by means of spark plug at regular intervals. Okay, in this the constant volume gas turbine is also known as explosion type gas turbine. This is also known as explosion type gas turbine. Okay, this is the working of this what we say constant volume gas turbine. Okay, okay, this constant works on the okay. Okay, mainly this what are the fuels used in this gas turbine? What are the fuels used in this gas turbine? Okay, mainly we use liquid fuels. Okay, we use liquid fuel. Nothing, liquid fuel consists of oil and highly refined liquid fuel consists of oil and highly refined kerosene. And also we'll use three types of fuels, that is liquid fuels, gaseous fuels, and solid fuels. Okay, in this liquid fuels, okay, mainly in gas turbines liquid fuels are mostly used, and because the supply can be controlled automatically and burnt easily in combustion chamber. Okay, next is the liquid fuel consists of this oil and highly refined kerosene. Okay, whereas in this gaseous fuels, okay, in this gaseous fuels, okay, nothing but the gaseous fuels are also used in many gas turbine units. Okay, in this mainly gaseous fuels consist of producer gas, blast furnace gas, and coal gas. Okay, and moreover, the last one is the solid fuels. Solid fuels are rarely used. Solid fuels are rarely used because mainly pulverized coal is used in some stationary gas turbine units. Okay, in this mainly we use pulverized coal. Okay, in this mainly fuels, what are the fuels used? Liquid fuels, gaseous fuels, and solid fuels. Mainly in this gas turbine we use mainly two types, that is mainly we'll use liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. We also use solid fuels, but mostly used are solid and mostly used are liquid and gaseous. Okay, solid fuels are used rarely. Okay, okay, what are the applications of this gas turbine? What are the applications of this gas turbine? What are the application of this gas turbine? Okay, okay, to propel aircrafts and ships. Okay, it is used to propel aircrafts and ships. Next, to drive locomotives and automobiles. Okay, it is used to drive locomotives and automobiles. Okay, again it is to generate electric power. Okay, it is used to generate electric power. Okay, for supercharging IC engines. For supercharging IC engines, for supercharging IC engines. Okay, we use this gas turbines, and for chemical processing. For chemical processing, also we'll be using, and for producing air blast in steel industries. Okay, for producing for producing air blast in steel industries. Okay, these are the following applications in this gas turbine. I will explain you once again. Okay, to propel aircrafts and ships. Okay, ships. Next, to drive locomotives and automobiles. To drive locomotives and automobiles. To generate electric power. Okay, to generate electric power, we'll use this gas turbines, and for supercharging IC engines, and for chemical processing. Okay, and for producing air blast in steel industries. Okay, these are the following applications which we applications of gas turbines. Okay, okay, till now we have discussed what is gas turbine. Okay, it is a rotary type of IC engine, and also we have discussed about the comparison of gas turbine with steam turbines, and also we have discussed the comparison between gas turbine and IC engines, and also we have discussed about the classification of gas turbines. Okay, this classification of gas turbines according to the path of working fluid: open cycle gas turbine, we have discussed closed gas turbine, and we have discussed about the semi closed cycle gas turbine. And according to the combustion process, we have discussed about the constant pressure, the continuous combustion.